Rise and shine, Chippy. It's time for the Intel Morning Show. Okay, repeat after me. Please welcome, Alex, the tech evangelist for Intel. Alex, the blah, 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 blah for Intel. Robeytech, and the overlord and the glue that holds this entire program together. Me? I was thinking Sarah. Oh. Broadcasting live and worldwide on Twitch and Discord. This is the Intel Morning Show.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday afternoon. It's morning somewhere, right, Alex?
Yes, it is morning in Hawaii. So good morning, aloha. How you guys doing today?
I actually am more impressed with the fact that you actually knew where it was actually morning, right? Like it's morning in Hawaii. Well, hey, you know what? At least we got that. So good morning in Hawaii, aloha, or as they say, huma huma nuku nuku apo au au. We are here, and some people are like, it's 8:30 p.m. But guys, we have a great show for you today. Regardless of what Victus thinks, we actually are going to probably end up with another Alex meme. I'm just saying, another Alex icon, because you've got another dress today, right? You got another outfit.
I do. I got a little another thing. We'll see. It's always within theme of the game we're playing, or try to make it as close as I can within theme to the game we're playing. So let's see what I come up with this time around. It'll be interesting.
It will be. I'm excited about it. And so not only that, but we also have an amazing guest. Bluehorse Studios is going to be joining us a little later in the show. We're going to be talking about the Assassin's Creed build, plus some other things that we have been doing with him as well. So you guys are going to see some epic cases, builds, all that sort of stuff, which should be super cool. And then we're also going to talk about game news and tech news. We're going to play a game that's not even out yet, Alex. This is our first pre-release game. Right? Like, Sarah's really excited about this.
I'm so excited. Sorry, Sarah. Go ahead, Overlord. Wow, the excitement on her. We can hear
it doesn't come out till the 24th. So you guys,
yeah, we're getting early access. You guys are
seeing it first here.
Yeah, we're going to see it first here. You guys are going to see some City Skylines too. We're going to be playing it on our beautiful machines. We got it all set up. Huge shout out to Paradox Entertainment for hooking us up with copies of the game and allowing us to play it early, which is going to be pretty cool. So really excited about getting that going as well. But it is going to be a really good show. We're coming off of the launch of Intel's 14th gen, or Raptor Refresh, as Raptor Lake Refresh, as Marcus and the team called it. Alex, did you enjoy your time in chat answering all the questions and all that sort of stuff?
It was a lot of fun. Actually, it was good to be able to be with the audience and connect with them and try to answer all the questions that they had and to show them the different things that we come up with. So it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat to be able to hang out with everybody. And it's also I think one of the first times that I'm on this side of the camera. So it was cool. But it's also cool to see you guys over there chatting and doing all the cool stuff that you guys did, from undervolting to building computers to liquid nitrogen to, it was good.
Yeah, so not only did we do that, so the thing that was so crazy is, again, given that this was a refinement on Raptor Lake, the thing that we got to walk through is we got to talk about the accoutrements, it's almost like the extras that kind of come with it as well, which there was some actually really cool technology specifically around overclocking with the AI assist. Overclocking, the APO, and all that sort of stuff, which was actually really neat to kind of cover and talk about. Plus, we did some undervolting of laptops, which I don't know about you, but I immediately went back to my hotel. I took my Falcon Northwest DRX and started undervolting because I wanted to get that extra 5,000 to 7,000, score out of my oh my gosh, what's the name? Cinebench, thank you. Sorry, there's two of them. Cinebench R23, so I wanted to see that. So that was a lot of fun. Did some of that this weekend. This week, and then Plus played City Skylines 2. Anything else that you want to kind of talk about with all the launch stuff and everything like that? I mean, any secret 14th gen chippies coming out or anything like that?
Well, now that you know, sorry, no, actually, wait. Yeah, and with that, back to you, Robey.
Yeah, it was actually really cool. It was really neat. And then we followed up the 14th gen launch. Not only did we basically build, not only did we talk about all the accoutrements, we actually built 3 different PCs. And I just gotta say, Liquid House's system, that looked so good. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's actually up on the Intel Gaming Twitter site. Actually, you know, let me see if I can find it. I show it, guys. This system, it looked. Sorry, X, whatever. I'm just still never gonna get used to that. Checking out the Intel. Let me bring this up because it was legit looking. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, let me see if I can find it here.
It's pretty sweet. I mean, all the builds that those guys do are, first of all, they're outside of the box. Pun and non-pun intended.
No pun intended.
Because they build all these different things custom, and they're Liquid House. They're pretty masterful when it comes to open movement. So it was pretty cool to see all those guys with that nice build, and also the other different builds that they had. I saw Snackson, I saw Liquid House. I missed one.
You also had Michelle, which I mean, she's relatively new to the scene, right? Yeah, it wasn't anything. So here we go. Here, this is the system right here. Check it out, guys. So they have some proprietary stuff that they use to make these, like to create the spacing around their tubes. And so what they essentially did is they created some spacing that gave it like that evenness, and then they used the different colors of the tubing to kind of create almost a rainbow gradient effect. But man, this was a very impressive looking build, and it came out so nice. So huge shout out to the team there. Of course, the other thing that was really cool is we built Snackson actually ended up building like a entry-level build, which actually came out really nice. And then Michelle followed up with like a creator focus using the 14.7, the brand new E-cores there, and just knowing that you can do more with that particular system. So it was a lot of fun. I thought it was fun, right? I think we'd all agree. But then from there, we then yesterday, and we'll talk a little bit more about this a little later on, we then had Mod Workshop where we built using a 14900K, built that beautiful Assassin's Creed system. So it was all like, it's been a big week at Intel, ending with this show, right? Like this is the culmination of everything. Like everything Intel had planned all was about this show right today, right? This is the biggest thing for 14, right? Isn't that true, Sarah? This is it? This is the most important thing?
Important thing, closing with a
We
bang.
would love to always say that it's this.
Right, Sarah? It's the most important thing. We are the most important thing. I would agree. If you agree in chat, let me see. Let me get some number ones in chat or something. I want to see it on Discord, Twitch, across the board. We are the most important thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. This show is the most important thing. Yes, thank you. At least some people recognize how important we are. Sarah, we have some really epic giveaways going on today. Do you want to tell folks about this?
Yeah, so we always want to make sure we have great giveaways for the show. So we have some worldwide swag kits. And I got to tell you guys, I spent the weekend making sure that these swag kits were the best we possibly could put together. So I got to tell you, we're stepping up our game in that respect. So we've got free kits to give away for today. And we also have a 13600K up for grabs. So look out for that as well.
Okay, well, let me turn them up a little bit. You're saying it's kind of hard to hear them, so I turned them up a bit. We'll turn the music down a little bit, just making sure. But there you go, got their volume refixed. So yes, if you want to win, then if you want to be a part of the giveaways, guys, super appreciate you hanging out on all the Twitches, Facebooks, YouTubes, and all that sort of stuff. But the giveaways are over at Intel, discord.gg/Intel. That's where we're going to be doing all the giveaways, including those epic swag picks, hand packaged by the Overlord, which I think if you touch things packaged by her, it's like you get blessings for life. I feel like you get overclocking for free. If you have an art graphics card, it immediately adds additional RGB, and on top of that, you have hair growth. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one other blessing. I don't know if that was a good one. Maybe we get that over to Alex. I don't know, Alex, if you want to. We need to send you a swag kit or what?
I can definitely use it.
Alex is like, I can definitely use it. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, we got some epic giveaways that are going to be happening during the show. So make sure that you tune in. Those are going to be happening throughout them. So head over to discord.gg/Intel. On top of that, it's also just a great place to hang out. I mean, regardless of Alex being there, for the most part, most people are pretty cool. But you know, we have to let Alex hang out in certain places. It's all part of our plan.
It's in your contract on the fine print. That's
yeah,
why.
Exactly. It's all about reacclimating him into the. It's all about reacclimating him into society, right? So I'm sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we'll work on that. But hopefully, you guys, we get some good winners today. Excited to have you guys all here. We got a packed show, and we should probably get started. What do you think? What do you think, Alex? Anything I forgot?
No, I'm checking the. You caught me red-handed checking the the run of show. No, I think we got everything in there. We got. Oh wait, are we gonna do the updates on the scavenger hunt?
Oh, we are on the puzzles. I don't know if there are. I don't know if we have any outside of there's just some puzzles and things that are kind of happening and a challenge. So if you want to kind of follow along with those, more information over at discord.gg/intel for sure. So yeah. Yeah, if you want to get some more information on that. I don't know if there's anything to really kind of add to that, right, Sarah? It's all about them figuring out, right?
Yep, we do not have any announcements, but if you guys want to keep a watch on that, but yeah, no major announcements.
Okay.
Good.
Cool. Should we get into stories? Should we get into
Yes,
news,
sir.
Alex? Are you ready? Okay. Let's
Yes.
jump in. Let's jump
Go
on
for
in.
it.
Okay, let's jump on in right now. Okay, so first up, we got. Oh, actually, sorry. I got the wrong thing open. One sec, guys. Okay, there we go. Now we got the right thing. Okay, so here it is. Ubisoft and Activision, Blizzard deal for cloud gaming rights. This, for those of you who don't know, just to give you a little history about what's basically going on here. And I don't, Green, Alex, are you covering this or am I? I don't remember.
You are, but
Okay,
we can both talk about it.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to give you guys a little history here. Last week, Activision and Blizzard finally closed their deal, and as part of that, what had happened, the CMA over in the UK said that the one concern they had was about basically who has the rights to distribute Activision Blizzard titles for cloud streaming services. So cloud streaming has gotten a whole lot bigger. I mean, and now I'm starting to understand even a little bit more with like the advent of Wi-Fi 7 and all that sort of stuff. Cloud streaming is a future. It is a thing we have to concern about.
Yep.
So in terms of being able to appease the powers that be, Microsoft actually gave the rights, the people who determine the rights and who can actually have it on their streaming service and stuff, to actually Ubisoft. And this was all part of the getting the deal through, and now the fact that they are now all one big family. I don't know if you guys have seen the really epic trailer for it that was like, that brings you to tears, but now they are one unit. So what happens is now Ubisoft, this is super weird, but Ubisoft now owns all game streaming rights or cloud streaming rights to Activision Blizzard titles. So if Diablo 4, Call of Duty, all those sort of things, they essentially can determine where these titles can end up. And so in many cases, like the expectation is that they will end up on many places. In fact, they've already named in this article some of the places where they're going to show up. In fact, NVIDIA's getting them with GeForce Now. Obviously, Game Pass is getting them, they said sometime next year. Looks like Boosteroid, NWware, Ubitus, and then EE are all going to already have streaming rights, as well as them being available on Ubisoft Plus immediately. So it's just the reason that we want to kind of explain this is this new world of streaming, especially game streaming, is starting to have a bigger impact on the game industry as a whole. And this was actually kind of a big deal. Alex, do you have any thoughts about this, or?
That was pretty interesting. Yes, this was a big deal, right? Because this is the only thing that they needed. Well, not the only thing, but one of the things that that Microsoft needed to do in order for the UK and maybe some other countries to let this merge or this acquisition happen. So I thought it was pretty interesting. And also in the article, I think it was covered that it said, like, depending on which country or which geographical area you are, Ubisoft will be the one determining who they will give the rights. And so I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Microsoft has nothing to do with this. They have no control whatsoever.
Yep.
In fact, there could be a world in which Ubisoft denies Microsoft the rights to actually have this on, for instance, Game Pass or any of their streaming game cloud media services as well. And they could, though it very rarely the chance of this happening, is Ubisoft could say, hey, we have exclusive or give exclusive rights to somebody else that says only these companies, only these places can have this issue. And this is worldwide. So yes, it is weird, but The other thing too is there were some other companies that they did actually look at as potentially running this. Ubisoft made some sense because they've kind of worked with Microsoft already, as well as Google Stadia and a bunch of other streaming services. So they actually have those relationships already. So the thing is that when this whole deal came down, Microsoft is the one who actually chose Ubisoft as the company who was going to be like the guardian of these rights. And Ubisoft basically gets free money out of this. This is the thing that's actually pretty insane. Can you imagine just being like, hey, you know what? I can't give you the rights to all of the Xbox games. So you know what, Alex? You determine whoever gets the rights. And by the way, you get paid for it for no reason. Like you didn't do any work. You just get to choose and run all the legal stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, pretty insane. And it's interesting because the deal says it covers 15 years. And also some of the licenses also are perennial. So I would like to see, like, well, I guess in 15 years we'll find out. But it's pretty interesting to see how this deal was completely hammered out. But yeah, I think we're moving along. So things are looking good for Ubisoft and for Microsoft.
Yep. And by the way, everybody in Discord is saying right now that really, honestly, the future is basically Alex just selling chippies. So if Intel could give you the right to just sell chippies, and then you own the license to Chippy, Alex, that is apparently, according to Discord, your future. That and the N-Gage, apparently. Let's see. It's actually, sorry, as far as I know, the candidates did get vetted by the EU. The candidates for this were actually, yes, Microsoft did have to, it was actually all the CMA. It had nothing to do with the EU. This was actually all done by the UK. It had nothing, so, and then the approvals did come, the CMA said that they were fine with the potential stewards of these rights, etc., which was actually kind of crazy. So that is that news. Very, very crazy, but cool to see. And now we actually have one giant epic family now. With like I said, please go watch that video. It is amazing. It'll bring warm fuzzies. The other thing that was really cool that I wanted to say is, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Death Star. Alex, Sarah, have you heard of the Death Star in Las Vegas? Have you heard about what this is? It's the giant,
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a giant
graphics theater.
Yes.
Yeah, so they had like the U2 concert there, but Xbox took it over for TwitchCon. And if you haven't had a chance to go check that out, go check out the Xbox Sphere. It's got Starfield and a bunch of other, it's also Forza, some other games. Very cool to see. I'm assuming it's related to the fact that TwitchCon's happening right here. But if you haven't had a chance to go check that out, pretty neat. Just go to Xbox on X or Twitter or whatever you call it. Great play to go check out. So I figured I'd throw that in there, just given that had something to do with this little story that we had in there. So, okay, next on the list, Alex, you take this one, buddy.
Sure. All right. So it sounds like there's a new gaming handheld device that is coming to you guys. Well, coming to all of us, and it's going to be powered by Intel. So it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. I always wanted to see that, and it's also pretty neat to see that there's more options for all of handheld devices is out there. So this guy is going to be it's a console that right now the way the reviewer, or actually the reporter, saw it, is running Windows 11 and is powered by Meteor Lake. So we've been talking about Meteor Lake for the last couple of days, which is also known as Coral Ultra. This processor is actually the graphics. So Meteor Lake, it has the Intel Arc graphics that has the new Xe LPG core. So it's pretty interesting to see. They show it running God of War, so that's pretty interesting, pretty beefy to be able to be running God of War on handheld. Let's see, this device also has 32 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. It has a 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 5. It has M4 for storage, and the screen is 8-inch with a resolution of 19 by 20 by 1200. And it is actually touchscreen, which was pretty neat. And for other connection ports, it has USB-C type ports and a USB type A. So it was pretty cool to see that they're going to be using Meteor Lake for this type of device. So what did you guys think? I mean, we already have the Rogue Ally, we have the Steam Deck, we have the Legion,
and there are some other Intel players in the game. 1X player, which actually uses it. I'm assuming this will not, it's funny because I saw this in here and they're talking about this one specifically, but I also feel like nobody is closed to using Meteor Lake, and so they're saying that the power graphically Looks like it's on par with the desktop version of an A380, which was super interesting. The other thing, too, is that they talked about the TDP, that this one ranges from 20 watts to 35 watts, while the Steam Deck and other, like the CPUs that drive those are closer to 15 watts. The GPU is actually capable of to 3 gigahertz. So a portable A380, though, that's actually pretty impressive when you really kind of think about it. So I was just reading some of the other stuff. So, but One X Player could make one of these as well, and they actually already have a form factor as well.
Yeah, I would like to see. I mean, I think the Meteor Lake will definitely open the door for a lot more handhelds, specifically for this new type of architecture that you can mix and match. So it'll be interesting to see what all the other players out there that are creating handhelds will be able to come up. So, since you guys have been pushing me to get a Switch 2, maybe I'll be getting a Switch 2 and one of these. So we'll be interesting to see. Cool.
And secret news story, obviously Super Mario Wonder launches this weekend. So I mean, like we had Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Brothers Wonder coming out this weekend. So if you're going to get a Switch, this is the weekend to get the Switch. You know what I mean? This is where you're going to want to pick one up for sure. But very, very excited. It's a good week, dude. It is a crazy week for games because we got Spider-Man, we got Mario, we got City Skylines 2, we got Alan Wake 2, and we got Call of Duty all still on the horizon, right? Like it's still very, very busy. Plus we're going to be checking out RoboCop and some other ones, dude. It's still, gaming is not done this time, guys. There's still so many games left to play.
This year has just been crazy for games. Like I'm like, there's so many games that I want to play, and like. There's that stuff for an hour, and then I'm just like, oh, I want to go back to that one. So right now, like my current gaming computer has a bunch of games that I have the little note. I'm going back to this one. I'm coming back to this one.
I'm having the same problem. I'm literally having I'm having terrible ADD when it comes to video games. And DePoet's just said that Star Citizen just had its big patch release as well. A game that I have yet to play, have spent literally thousands of dollars on it, have actually never played it. What are you going to say, Alex? You seem excited. You actually did the finger up.
Star Citizen Con is coming up, right?
I think DePoet's at it right now. And then Diablo 4, that's right. Diablo 4, we have the new season, the season of Vampire, which is actually pretty crazy as well. Guys, too many games to play. I'd love to know, poll, is there too many games? Is there such thing as too many new games? Because I feel like we're still usually at this point in time, it feels like it's supposed to be winding down, and it's like we're not even close. Another game I'm going to recommend, guys, just off, this is Robey's recommendations right off his head. It's just popping out of me. Dredge on Steam Deck. So I've been playing Dredge, another game that's available also on PC. It's like a fishing game that also has like a haunted story to it. Very, very, something that'd be perfect for the handheld, like what we're kind of talking about here. But definitely check out Dredge as well. So if you haven't had a chance to, it's a little indie title like Sea of Stars and stuff like that. But some of those games end up being so good. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Not part of the story, not part of the news. But you know what? If we stayed on topic, we wouldn't need Sarah. Right, Sarah?
To get on, yeah. If we didn't have Sarah, which might happen, because she needs to take a vacation.
I'm the glue to bring it all back.
Yes. We should have a tangent counter for next Friday.
How many tangents have Robey and Alex gone on? How many times have we gotten the call back? Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna get back on track here. You know what I mean? So, another interesting story. And guys, I would love to get your opinion on this. This is from PC Gamer. Really, really like this article. The new worst gaming trend, because I see people talking about CS2. It says killing our favorite games to replace them with sequels, and they gave two examples. Obviously, the first being Overwatch. Originally when Blizzard, and we have BlizzCon literally like 2 weeks away, a week away at this point in time. But when Overwatch 2 was announced, originally it was supposed to have a single player campaign and new multiplayer. They were supposed to live side by side, and then all of a sudden PvP disappeared, and then they just decided, you know what, we're just going to replace Overwatch. And Overwatch 2 came out, and Overwatch 1 disappeared, right? Yeah. Now, some would argue the games are very, very much the same. But at the same time, people let it pass. With CSGO, which, Intel has a huge relationship with, right? Like, you guys do IM and all that sort of stuff with CSGO. Valve just flat out, said, hey, congratulations, CS2, we're going to do it. It's got some fixes, some new beauty. It'll be backwards compatible, all that sort of stuff. And then it wasn't until the game got close to release and release that we even found out that CSGO was going to go away forever and CS2 was flat out going to replace it. And so there is, there's outside of maybe some people running some private servers, it is gone from Steam, and now all you can play is CSGO 2. And the question that he is bringing up is this an okay trend? Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you about before we chime in, we have Alex chime in on this, is that one company, which is known for Path of Exile, which if you've not played Path of Exile, Diablo-esque,
really
made
good.
by a lot of former Diablo veterans, they were going to do the same thing. Path of Exiles was going to get replaced and upgraded to Path of Exiles 2, but given what they saw from CS2 and even what happened in Overwatch, they then gone back and said they've rescinded that and said, you know what, we are just going to have Path of Exiles 2 and Path of Exiles be two separate games, two patches, upgrade trees, all that sort of stuff, and essentially let that game live on. So the question is, Alex, and then we'll also ask this to Chad as we're reading through this on both Discord and Twitch and YouTube and everywhere else that we're live right now. Do you agree with this trend? Does this feel like death of your games? Or is this okay? Because, I mean, there is some cost to running dual live services. Alex, your take.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard because it's like, so is it really your game? Is it not your game? It's like, why are you? I don't like the way that like, okay, I'm playing this game and then you without telling me, you take it away from me. That it's like, give me a heads up on this or something. Like you said, I understand the cost of running a game or keeping that, but it's hard. It's really hard, and we have talked about this before in the previous morning shows, in which like having the games on the cloud, we run the risk, or as we are seeing right now, of a lot of games being destroyed, being forgotten, and just being like, all right, we're not going to support this anymore. We're going to take it away. And as a game, with my first console being Nintendo and having to blow the cartridge and put it in there, and owning the game, it's hard to see this trend. Though I mean, I understand that, but if you're going to do that, give me a heads up. Just don't be like, and nope, you can't play this anymore.
So you're saying that you're okay with it as long as it's communicated up front, because at that point in time, if they went through it and then actually released it, they would have dealt with public, whether there was public outcry or whatever it was. But your opinion is the fact that they just did it and it just went away. That's like the ultimate sneaky. Some people are basically saying that that's why they only play the Nintendo 64, which, I mean, that's a very extreme way to deal with it. A lot of people are saying they're not fans of it, and some people just say they probably, if a company does it, they probably just won't go back to that game. Obviously, a lot of people playing CSGO 2. Huge thing going on in Sydney right now, right? All around CS2 this is the first IEM with CS2, right? Like FaZe Clan is there and all that sort of stuff. Isn't that correct, Alex?
Yeah, that's the first time. Well, yeah, that's the first time to do it there. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on, how the tournaments are ongoing. I mean, the game was revamped, right? And its game has been for so long. I think it was more than 10 years, I think. So it's co-op. Everything needs. It's good to have a reevaluation of the mechanics and graphics and everything, because the technology has moved on, and sometimes you want to, add more maps or change things, and things have evolved.
Yeah.
What's your game? So it'll be interesting to see how the players and the professional players and everybody else is reacting to the new game.
Alex Snackson says hi, by the way, and then she put Robeycat up. So I mean, again, which freaks everybody out. But she says hi, Snackson. It's good to see you. We got Bluehorse Studio hanging out to poets. We got some tech royalty hanging out in the chat as well. Is it like, here's a deal though. One other question. Then we'll jump on to the next thing. Does the fact that these games are free to play, so Overwatch, CSGO, Path of Exiles wasn't, but the fact that they're free-to-play games, there is no barrier to entry, versus if you paid for something and then it went away. But the fact that it's free-to-play, do you feel like that makes it more okay for companies to do this, or do you feel like regardless, they should be doing the right thing?
Is it free to play? I mean, we're still going by the hats, the ammos, and the characters and everything else
I
that
mean,
comes with
technically,
it. So
it's still free to
yeah,
play. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can still play technically.
Yeah. So,
Does
I mean, free to play is one of those interesting things. But your
yeah.
opinion is no. Yes, maybe.
Yes, no, baby, all of them together. And my opinion is, it's. Ooh, I need to sit down and think about it because it is free and they're letting you do it for free. But I mean, if you spend some money, like for example, in COD, Call of Duty, I've spent probably $300 in it.
Wow.
And that's like, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, there it
That's not
is.
so much money. So there's that.
So there's
Confessions
that.
with Alex tonight.
And there we go. Alex has got too much money. That's the moral of the story. Okay, next up, and he should have bought a Switch 2 already on Nintendo Switch. Next up on the story, I know this one's in yours. Gaming IP rules Hollywood. They're talking about Peter Levine, who's helped blaze the path. I'll scroll down here a bit because there's a bunch of game movies I didn't even know were coming out. Alex, what is this story about?
So this story about is how Hollywood is trying to take over, which is kind of interesting, but we'll put that into the side for a second. But how Hollywood is starting to look at all the video games that have been developed throughout the years to make it now into movies. Even though throughout many years, Hollywood has tried many times, like Street Fighter with what was his name? I forgot. Is that Jean-Claude Van Damme and who was? Anyways. So they have tried this through many years, but they haven't been able to nail it. But this has been changing, as you noticed, through the last couple of years, and they are starting to shift from superheroes into games, into the gaming world. There's been a superhero overload going on, and there's so much stuff on that side of the world that is ongoing, which it's pretty interesting because I saw this topic that we're talking about today is like, I'm going to need another hour because I can go in a rant for this for a while.
Yeah, so it's
Not
like
really.
it's pretty crazy, right? And then and it's really been this one company that's been kind of leading the charge here because that's not to say there wasn't like a round of very bad video game movies in the past, right? Like the OG Super Mario Brothers movies. I mean, there were some lights, like the Final Fantasy movies, some bright lights and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're pretty terrible. But this guy has been behind almost every single one. And here's the openings for video games films with obviously the Super Mario Brothers movie breaking $1.3 billion globally.
That's crazy.
Sonic the Hedgehog, between the two of them, almost $1 billion between those two. Pokemon Detective Pikachu, which I honestly wasn't my favorite movie, but whatever. Lara Croft being in there, Uncharted, which I thought was terrible. The Angry Birds movie was actually pretty good. Rampage, didn't even know they made that movie. And then they had the Pokemon, and then Prince of Persia, which was a while ago. But these are all movies this guy has been behind, and he is now behind all of the Five Nights at Freddy's, Borderlands, Sonic the Hedgehog. We actually have a Minecraft movie coming out. So there's actually some pretty crazy movies as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Rampage was with The Rock, if I recall correctly. So that was pretty interesting. And it's funny that they put that Lara Croft and they didn't put the one with Angelina Jolie. That they did two to three movies out of that.
Yeah, I don't
so
think
that was
he
fairly
actually.
successful.
I don't know if he actually had anything to do with that movie. These are movies that this company actually had to do with, right? So I mean, and now he's at the point where he's got all of these like he's become the. Like, you know how
go-to guy.
Yeah, he's like Ubisoft is now holding cloud rights. Like this guy owns all the game rights as well. And it sounds like, I mean, there was something that was super interesting there. It feels like his company actually owns like large parts of other things like Discord and other things as well. So this guy is very much into the gaming stuff. But the point being is that, guys, there is some big gaming movies coming out here very soon. I don't know, Discord, Twitch, YouTube. Thoughts? Are you guys going to go see? Who's going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's? Not me. Gonna be scared. No, not excited about that at all. But I know some other people are pretty excited about that. So okay, we got some. I don't know, man. I don't like scary
Bring my blanket
movies.
to the movie theater. Yeah, I don't know about that. It was the only thing that worries me about this transition to the gaming IP for Hollywood is kind of, I don't know if they've learned the lesson. What happened with all the superhero movies is they didn't respect the lore.
Yeah.
And that kind of it's brought it's where we are right now. They didn't respect the lore, kind of the stories and the audience, and that's why we're saturated with people. I don't know. At least me, I'm kind of done with all this.
Okay, well, that's it for the little bit of news that we have. We're going to be getting pretty close to jumping in with Bluehorse real quick, but we got a couple top 10 lists. Well, actually, sorry, we got one more story here that we're going to talk to real quick, which, I mean, it just feels like a no-brainer, but I'd love to see people's thoughts on this right here. And that story is that the ESA, which folks who don't know, this is the same company that does things like the ESRB and stuff like that. But anyway, there's a new ESA report that came out that suggested gaming reduces stress, anxiety across the world. And so they went through and they talked, and you're looking at a bunch of different countries. But essentially, they went and talked about how gaming and mental health. It's so funny because last week we literally talked about the UK and the addiction issue around gaming. But at the same time, this new kind of study that just came out that said basically gaming can be good for you, obviously in moderation. The thing that was the most interesting in this was, check this out, 42% of respondents report having met a significant other or spouse in games. Is this how you met your wife, Alex?
No, that's not how I met my wife. But that's an interesting thing. It was, yeah. I'm to see that 42%. Actually, that was pretty high. I was very impressed.
That was like 42% is a lot.
Yeah, that was huge. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I guess I should have played more games.
I mean, I guess the thing is if you're done with Tinder, guys, get to video games. This may be the way to get the relationship that you really need for your significant other or your spouse, guys. Gamer dating.
Bubble.
Yeah, it's like,
go here.
I'm just saying, Alex, Sarah, we may need to. Intel, do you guys have maybe some sponsorship money? We can get a video game dating company going. I'm feeling it, making it rain. What do you think, Sarah? Are we in? Do we got some budget left?
I think we do.
I think that one might be a little out of scope. Just a little.
A little out of scope.
You don't think we're gonna get approval for that one?
I think we can. We just got to talk to the powers that be. I think this feels like a real opportunity for us. There we go. I'm sorry. I want to be matchmaker, video game matchmaker. I'd love to have some Discord. If you could say the ultimate matchmaking game, if you were going to find your significant other in a game, what would be the game that you think you would have the best chance? I'd love to see people's, because we might be starting to do some competitive research here. Let me know what game you would play to help find your significant other. Rambo, Street Fighter, somebody said Rambo. Is Rambo even a game? I didn't even know there was a Rambo game.
For the Call of Duty skin, but
Checkers, okay. Any MMO role-playing server, Solitaire, Solitaire. Okay, I feel like some people are trolling us, Sarah. Stardew Valley.
I don't know if I'm going to find a significant other playing Solitaire.
Minesweeper, Pong. I knew I was opening a can of worms.
I feel like you get to know somebody in a fighting game.
Okay. I feel like so Sarah says fighting game. Oh man, I love these responses. Smurf Village, okay. Elder Scrolls. But yeah, okay, there we go. There's some options here. Okay, so Alex, you ready for a little? These are my favorite. I really enjoy these. So we're gonna do one little thing before we jump in and talk to Bluehorse here, and that was best OLED gaming monitors in 2023. Guys, it is coming to the end of the year, and that means dun dun dun. Top tens. And last time we had like a top 10 best gaming systems, which was like a terrible list. Let's see if this one's any better. Now this is PC Gamer, so legit org here, but I'd love to see people's reactions on this. So first and foremost, they say the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is right here. Number one, they're saying the QD OLED AW3423 DWF, which all you guys, if you ever want to know how to name a monitor, all you do is you take a keyboard, duct tape it to your head, and then just move your face, and then that's how you name keyboards. Just, and then that's how the name comes out. So they're saying Alienware says best combination one of the things they talk a little bit, and this is an article, I would recommend reading this article, as it talks about some of the drawbacks of OLED, and they talk about burn-in, but a lot of people know about burn-in, but the other thing too is brightness, which is where mini LED and some of these other LCD and LED technology are coming in to kind of fill in. Mini LED kind of seems like the next potential big thing. But they were talking about some of the weaknesses, and then they use those weaknesses to help determine which of these monitors ends up being the best. Number one being this QD OLED. It says it's got great panel coating. It has all of the stuff. It's a little bit expensive. Thoughts? Alex, have you used any OLED monitors?
No, I haven't been graced with that. Actually, I'm trying to see Actually, I'm kind of waiting for Black Friday to see what's out there. And I was kind of taking a close look at when I was like, is this gonna be like a week ago when we were like, what are these? Is this even serious? So I was like, okay, are these serious choices or? So
I feel like this is actually a serious choice. This is not as bad.
Yeah, it is. They are.
These are actually pretty good choices, and I'd love to see if you've had a chance. I know that two of us, at least here on the show, myself, and then obviously, well, not obviously, but the other person who's used this is actually Sarah. She actually has the Xeneon Flex, which is an OLED monitor. But it looks like on this list here of the top, the three of the four that they had here. Were Samsung, were Alienware. So they said the best one was here's the Alienware. They said number two was the LG Ultra Gear, which I've used LG's OLED technology in terms of using it on, because I actually game on OLED televisions, which is 120 hertz. But the one thing I thought was super interesting about this top 10 list is that most of them were 1440p, not 4K. Actually, I think. Yeah, even this really massive one, the
G9
Samsung
from
Odyssey,
Samsung.
Yeah, and even the big 42-inch, all of these were 1440p, though the OLED G9 was obviously two 1440p monitors together. So Philinick says, the Alienware is a fabulous piece of tech, but I feel so many reviewers just put it as their number one because everyone else does. Okay, I have to say, I have the 27-inch LG, the 27-inch Corsair that I absolutely love. I have the Alienware, and we have the G9 en route because we're going to be definitely checking those out because I mean, they're worth kind of seeing. I was actually really interested in the G9, but one of the questions that I did ask to people was that streaming with the G9 was actually a really big issue, and that not a lot of games supported the full resolution. So you got the kind of the black bars on the side, all the time. I did want to ask Sarah, though. Sarah, do you get black bars a lot on your Xeneon Flex?
No.
It fills the whole
I haven't had any
thing?
problems.
So most of them support the resolution you use. Oh, wow, okay. So there you go. So yeah, there we go. I mean, I don't know. I thought this was actually a pretty good list. I have to test the Alienware to know if I would say that's better than the one that the 27-inch that I like to use. But I will say I was actually pretty interested in this 42-inch one from Asus because I'd like to replace. I actually have a 4K, and I think I actually want to go down to a 1440p OLED monitor because honestly, 4K just has a lot of tax over it. So that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else in here?
They had in there. I mean, 1440 right now is kind
I
of
don't need,
dominant.
Sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't need that. Okay, so let's just close that out. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I think we can get.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I think we get the man, the myth, the legend here, right? Can't we?
Yes. He's getting ready. He's looking good.
Yeah, Siegfried says, just get a 4090. I do have a 4090, and I still think 4090, even with a 4090, 1440p just ends up being a better experience, right? Because you just don't have to push as hard. But I have 4090s, yeah, for sure. Let me go ahead and go here. Let's pop him in right there. Bluehorse, are you there?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Great show so far. Some really good movies coming out based on games, man. Which ones are you guys excited about?
What games am I excited about? Too many. Too many games is all I gotta say. Which is I think For me, I'm really looking forward to Alan Wake 2. I'm also looking forward to Call of Duty for sure. I think I'm going to play some Super Mario this weekend. Still playing through... Hold on one sec, guys. Hold on one sec. Still playing through a lot of other ones as well. What about you, Alex?
Finished Assassin's Creed, so I'm still working on that, but I'm looking forward to Call of Duty, even though I haven't played it in 7 months. So I need to go refresh my scales and see what has changed from the previous. So it'll be interesting. It'll be kind of cool one to go back to and play. And that, and I like it because I can go in and be like 15 minutes play. It was interesting. Last night we were playing Sky Cities, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in, finish the tutorial, and I gotta go to bed because it's already too late. And I started playing, and like, okay, you look at my clock, and it was like 2 hours later. I'm like, oh my god, and I had to put a timer. It's like and you just need to build with this one little thing more. So it's an amazing game that just drags you in, brings you in, and you need to be conscious about the time you're sinking in because it definitely flies by. So much fun you're having.
Oh wow! Okay. So Bluehorse or Ron, it'd be weird to call you Bluehorse. I'd rather call you Ron. Is it okay to call you Ron Bluehorse?
Yeah, that's fine.
That is your name. So Ron, one of the reasons we want to talk to you is you've actually have a number of projects you've been working on. One that we just got finished taking a look. Yeah, Mr. Horse. Yeah, Electric Ghost. Yeah, I like that. A number of projects we've been kind of talking about, and we just got finished building the Assassin's Creed one on Mod Workshop just yesterday. I keep forgetting. I was literally in LA yesterday. And so we're looking at a couple of pictures here. How did you get started? How did you get into this whole customization? Was it like just one of those things like you went to a local mall, started painting some cases, like went outside of like Intel HQ or like we'll paint for coffee? Like how did you get into this job?
Coffee and donuts, yeah, that's kind of how it started. No, it's I come from a painting and sculpting background, and when I was like 15, 17 years ago, something like that, I was just looking for another way to actually express myself, to another way to like do my art and do some sculpting. And at the time I was getting into PC building. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what a motherboard was, a graphics card or anything like that. So I built my first PC based off of what I read in Maximum PC magazine. And from there, it just kind of just lit a spark in me. I'm like, man, this is like such a really cool thing to do. And I just saw the PC canvas as like a really blank canvas to actually, build off of or customize and do some really crazy things too. And so I started scouring around the internet at that time, and I came across a build by Crimson Sky, which is his Doom build. And that build like really spoke to me. Just all the aesthetics and the modeling and like the sculpting, and because that was stuff that I was already doing, but he applied this to a PC case, and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I want to do. And so, with the love of building computers now, I incorporated my art into building custom themed PCs. I built a custom PC that I documented on my YouTube channel, which is the Biohazard project. It took about 2.5 years, 3 years to complete, completely scratch built. And from there, like sponsorships just started rolling in. My first sponsor was Bill Owen from MMPC Tech. Hey, Bill, if you're watching, great guy. From there, it just started rolling and snowballing. And now we're building these high-end gaming PCs for movie studios, vendors, just about anybody.
And then, so tell me a little bit about like how has what you used to do then, you know what I mean? When I've seen your first, like your crazy alien one that you built before. What is the process from then to now? Like, has it gotten more complicated, less complicated? Do you feel like there's more support with modding in the direction that you do now?
Yeah, that's a great question. So back then we were scratch building everything. We didn't have 3D printers back then. So, 3D printers that were able to purchase on a consumer level that were affordable anyways. And so I started just building everything, scratch building, using all different types of material from polystyrene, polycarbonate, wood, just anything that I can use to sculpt, clay. And then we'd mold and cast the parts. But now with the advent of 3D printers and how affordable they are, you're able to build up, a large 3D farm to where you can actually, create a project and, design it out in Blender or Shaper 3D or whatever your preferred design software is, and then be able to replicate that project that you created in just a couple days. So it's back then, 10, 15 years ago, a project that would take a month to create by scratch building it, we were able to knock it out in less than 2 weeks now, just because of all the technology advancements.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think I've got some photos here, is like talking about 3D printing in here, and these are some of the Assassin's Creed builds that you've done, which came out so incredible. Before I jump into the 3D printing stuff that we have a little bit later, tell us a little bit about what it took, like making this one, right? Because we see the system itself, the base, all that sort of stuff. What are the elements that came into making the Assassin's Creed Mirage build that we see here?
Yeah, so Intel Gaming reached out to us and they said, "Hey, Ron, we really want you to work on this Assassin's Creed for us. They have a new title coming out," and they sent over some docs for me to look at. And then I presented some mock-ups for the game developer to review. We kind of went back and forth a few times. We requested some assets that we could 3D print, and unfortunately, we weren't able to obtain those assets anyway. So we decided just to kind of just go with what you're seeing here. So we presented the mock-up. Ubisoft approved it, Intel approved it, and then we are off and running. So the base is sculpted out of wood. We're using some metal clavos there around the base, or nail heads around the base, just kind of give it that little bit more texture. We did the pillowing in some velvet, and all those metal fittings around the top. The case is vinyl wrapped, and then we airbrushed all the panels in like an antique brass, added the tassels, we etched the glass. Yeah, it was a fun project. It came together pretty quick, and yeah, it was really fun to create.
Okay. And then again, it has some of the elements, but it didn't have a lot of 3D printed elements like the other one does.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay, so let's talk about, just looking at some of the more, we have a lot of pictures. Let's talk about this one, because this one is a little bit more of a crazy, like what's going to go happen here. So tell me about the one that you're seeing here in terms of 3D. How does a project like this come together?
Yeah, so again, we were reached out by the hardware vendor ASUS to create a custom project based on Valorant, and the character that I was tasked was Brimstone. And this is going to be at the Valorant tournament in Fremont, California on November 4th. So coming up here really shortly. So this guy here is 3D printed. He's, I think there's probably about 10 parts to him that complete the file. So he's all resin printed. So there's two types of printers that I have, an FDM printer and then the resin printer. The resin printer just prints a lot quicker, but also prints in a higher fidelity as well. So you're really able to capture the detail of like the faces and hands and things that are just like really intricate. You can really make that detail pop. So I love my resin printers for things like this. For like my FDM printers, when I know I'm going to sand the parts down, it's a little bit cheaper process because FDM, like PLA, the filament for FDM printers is a lot cheaper than resin and goes much further. So like a model like this probably took, I don't know, 2 or 3 pints of resin to print, which is over $70 and just in resin to print this guy. Versus, if I were to print him in PLA, I can get a roll of PLA for, $15 to $20. So the cost is a little bit different, but what you get from resin printing is so phenomenal. I mean, the detail and the fidelity, what you get out of it is so worth the cost of printing it.
So is this something where they give you the models for this? Like there's something that because obviously you don't, do you design this in something like CAD or anything like that?
So no, this model was already created. I found this on the website CD Trader, and thanks to the artist who created this. I just downloaded the file. I can't take credit for designing this model. I just downloaded it and 3D printed it, but the other parts that you see in the build I did design and within Shaper 3D and printed it out. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So tell me what about something like this, where you have like this is a mix of a number of different things, right? Like so you have like this looks like you've got some vinyl in here, some vinyl cutting. Is this resin printing, 3D printing? Like what goes into a piece like this?
Yeah, so this is one file that we did design. So we took this file into Shaper 3D and we designed that kind of that trim that goes around the brimstone right there. And this one is printed in FDM or PLA filament, a little bit cheaper filament to print in. And this is right now is going through the post-processing part to sand out the layer lines of the print, because when the prints come off the 3D bed, you can see the layer lines of how the 3D print builds. So all those layer lines need to be filled and sanded, and that's kind of what you're seeing right there with that that putty, that pink putty there is just filling in the seams. And once I get that all smooth, then I'll give it a couple filler primer coats and then start painting it. The brimstone panel, which is going to be illuminated panel, and I'm just kind of testing the brilliance of the light right there, is what you can see behind the panel, because there's going to be some inlays right there, and then we're going to have some light behind it to make all that glow. But that was actually cut out on my laser cutter in 1/4-inch acrylic.
Wow. Okay. Alex, what do you think? I don't. Did we lose Alex? I think we might have. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. We got more pictures. So this is just another photo of this. This is like kind of the same thing. So was this one resin printed or 3D printed? Sorry, I wasn't clear.
Yeah, that's on the FDM printer, printed in PLA, and you can see the seam line going right down.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's where the putty. Okay, that's what you're talking about with the putty.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to steam those two pieces together. Those are two separate files because it wouldn't fit on my print bed, so I printed in two separate files, and then I just used a 2-part epoxy to adhere the two pieces together, and then you just fill it with with some Bondo and glazing putty just to smooth out those seams. Pretty simple.
Wow. And then, so again, when you think about like, here's the final one all put together, do you now paint this? Like, do you paint through the whole thing? And how much total time is this full build going to take?
I would say probably about 4 to 5 weeks for this one. There's still a lot to do on this guy. We still need to create his beacon that he's going to be standing on. There's all the modifications that we're actually going to do to the tough 501 case as well. And then the base that you just saw, the PC is going to sit on top of that base,
right?
That brimstone base. So yeah, there's a lot of crafted models that are still need to be created.
Okay. Alex. Okay. You're back. Okay. What do you think? You're back. What do you think?
I think they are. It's amazing. I mean, I've been fortunate to see a lot of Ron's works, and they're just impressive. From this one, from the Assassin's Creed that we just saw, from the ones that he has done before. I love them, and the attention to detail on everything is just impressive. I mean, I'll always call them works of art that happen to be a PC. I love his work. It's just incredible.
And then we actually have some videos here too.
Yeah, there's some video in there as well.
So, I'm trying to look through some of these. So this is you getting it ready. Like what? So what's the program you use for this stuff?
I'm using Shaper 3D for this.
This is Ron doing some work here.
Yeah, and this is me right here, just seaming the two pieces together. We're just kind of like lining up the parts and kind of adhering them together, make sure they fit together before you actually glue them, because once that epoxy sets, it's not coming apart.
Right.
I see DePoets is in the chat. He picked up a Creality K1 Max 3D printer. That's an awesome printer, DePoets.
Well, there it is. So tell us, like, when you think about what's the future of Bluehorse Studios now that you've got the Assassin's Creed? What are some other ones that we can look forward to and seeing more and more of your work?
Yes, I mean, I know that you and I have quite a few things lined up. I'm really excited about the Alan Wake project. I'm a huge fan of that game. And of course, the Assassin's Creed one that we just finished. But we have a couple projects for BlizzCon that we're finishing up and need to ship out on Monday. And then what else do we got going on?
Well, we have the Intel 14th Gen one that we did with partnership with MSI, Newegg, and all that. So Intel as well. That one is you guys are actually gonna get to see that next week. We're gonna be doing the live stream, and then the video comes out on the 26th. We're giving that one away. This one right here, we're giving away as well. You can head over to gleam.io. We actually have links that we're dropping. So if you guys want to enter to win this, we're giving away the one with the tassels by Deb. And then a brand new video just launched this morning, which we actually showed at Mod Workshop, that we just showed at Mod Workshop last night, where you can actually see the whole making of. I actually painted some of these parts as well. I'm a level 2 painter.
Level 2 now.
Level 2. I'm going to be level 5 one of these days. I also saw that you're Snackson's, you're also Snackson's, she's your Padawan as well. So apparently he's got multiple Padawans. Alex, you want to get in on the Padawan thing and maybe learn some crafting as well?
I'm happy.
Yes, I'm all over it.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We get everybody to come to the shop, and we'll get Robey up to level 5 by next week.
Yeah, we'll get the. I know
that's
some people
a fast
asking.
Progression.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That's how good I am, though, just to be clear. We'll get the Gleam link into, there it is right there. Nightbots and stuff like that are giving the Gleam link, so you guys can enter to win that. You'll be able to enter to win the new build that we're doing. By the way, I just got the cable mod cables, Ron. They look super good for the Intel build. I know, so that's going to be exciting. So we'll actually have some photos of that. I'll send out to internal people that'll be done tonight, so you guys can get my internal groups can get excited, but you guys will get to see it live next week when we actually build it. The other thing too is that I also want to say, Ron, somebody wants to get into this. I mean, maybe they don't know you, maybe they can't be your Padawan like myself, Snackson, and Alex can. How do they get into PC modding? Where do they start, and what are the tools that you say you can dip your toe in without necessarily breaking the bank,
Yeah, that's a great question. And one of the things that I see a lot of modders, beginning modders that are just getting into the industry, make the mistake of is trying to obtain sponsorship. Is when they jump into the industry, they're like, why am I not getting sponsored? Why am I not getting sponsored? They're focusing on that way too much rather than trying to produce good work. And so my suggestion would be, don't even do builds. When I first started this industry, a lot of my builds didn't have hardware in them at all, because I couldn't afford the hardware. I couldn't afford to fund, $5,000-$6,000 per PC every month.
Right.
So what I did, I just went out and found cheap cases, recycled cases, and just modified the cases and made those look really badass, right? And just painted them, sculpted them. And then, sponsors started rolling in and say, hey, do you need a motherboard for that build? Do you need a CPU, a power supply? So I would say for people getting into this industry is don't focus so much on trying to get the sponsorship right out the door, because that will eventually come. Focus on your craft, trying to create something that's completely original. Because there's so many guys and gals out there that are creating right now, and you definitely want to find your own niche. You want to find something that's going to make you stand out and stay with that. And I knew early on when I started building that there was already so many guys that had their own style, and I needed to find my own style. So that would be my best recommendation for people, is to just don't focus on the sponsorship, focus on the work, and find your own style.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. Or you can reach out to Alex or Sarah. I'll put their phone numbers in chat, and then you can just call them. They'll send you hardware, right? Was that what they're supposed to say, Sarah? Was that wrong?
No, I think you got it right.
Yeah, it's all next day delivery. Anything Ron needs, I got you.
She said, I like how she changed it to anything Ron needs.
It's a nice pivot.
That was a nice pivot.
Yeah, it's so close. I think I can get it hand delivered too, right? I'll take you to coffee, Sarah.
Hand delivered. It means it's faster.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, that's funny right there. Well, I would just like to say, Ron, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. Your work is incredible. I will say, some of my favorite, your Elden Ring build that we got to showcase, that you got to showcase at PAX. Your Last of Us build, which has, you actually have one of your Elden Ring one has 1 million views on my channel, right? Mm-hmm. So again, this is one of those things that you have made some incredible stuff. Super excited to continue to work with you, and Intel is obviously excited to continue to work with you. We have more work to come, and some exciting stuff going in there. I'm gonna let you get back to work because I heard through the grapevine you got some builds to finish up, buddy. You got some deadlines to get to.
I got 3 by Monday.
Yeah. And you got, and I see your wife Deb just back there tapping her foot, being like, "What's going on? This interview is supposed to be over 60 seconds ago. We got work to do."
She's my Pepper Potts, man. She does all the heavy lifting here at Bluehorse. So
yeah,
she makes my job a lot easier. But I also like to say and finish, if anybody wants to, get into PC modding and have any questions directly for me, just reach out to me. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. One thing that I love more than actually creating the projects is helping the community create theirs. So if anybody has any questions or wants to, reach out and, talk a little bit about it, I'm always open to that.
And the best thing about it, guys, I will tell you the truth. That is absolutely true. He will go out of his way to help you guys. Genuine dude. Super glad to have you on the show. Next time he will be on, he'll be on, Coral Bear or something like that. This is just the beginning of his talk show career. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Bluehorse Studios. We are so glad to have you be on the show, and we will let you go, my man.
Yeah, I think next time I'll be wearing a Robeytech jacket, right?
Yeah, that's right, you will. That's right, you will. Anyway, man, we will chat with you later. Bye, buddy.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
Okay, well, guys, you know what? Honestly, I always feel so stoked when Ron stops by. Such a talented guy. Makes me, he's like that PC modder that makes the rest of us just look terrible. Except for like people like Snackson and all those other people can do what he does. I'm over here like having to like just build the systems or whatever it was. I will paint. I'm declaring today on 10/20/2023, I will do a custom build. It's coming, guys. I'll paint it. I'll do all of it. You guys, actually, that's not true. We have done some the Robeytech one and some others. We actually did very, very well. But we need to do another custom build. It's on the list, guys. We're gonna do a collaboration and do something awesome. I can't just have Snackson out there being the best Padawan. I gotta Padawan it up here as well. Thank you very much for time marking that. And then we already have the thing that you have to do, Alex. You have remember you know your challenge for this year.
Yep. Switch to Assassin's Creed, and what am I missing? Am I missing anything? I think that's it.
I think it was just those two. I think we'll come up with some other ones too. So anyway, Bluehorse Studios signing off. Good.
It's not as big as the list though that Sarah has, but yeah, that makes sense.
We're still waiting for the first one from Sarah.
Yep.
Mm. Has it grown any since the last request? Are we still at multiple zettabytes?
No, you've actually gotten to the point where you're just flat out telling us no now all the time.
Yeah.
Like we don't even get a chance. Oh, whoa!
I will say I really think that we need to talk to Ron. I think that we may need to bring some chippy mods to life. I don't know.
You know what? Honestly, Sarah, you can talk to us. Maybe that is my first custom build. Like, Ron will help me, but I'm just saying we could do chippy. We could make an epic chippy.
That would be
I'm just saying maybe that's what I got to do. You've seen my painting. It was the greatest. The Sistine Chapel called me.
Actually, wasn't that Notre Dame? Notre Dame wants you back over there to help them restore.
Yeah, Bluehorse. Just so you know, we've been signed up for a chippy mod. There's initial discussions. It's gonna be in the press tomorrow. Robeytech, Bluehorse, and Intel are in initial discussions. It's gonna be on like ET, Entertainment Tonight. Like we're gonna be on like all the news things. It's like, oh my gosh, we've created hubbub. There's like actual what's it called? There's hype coming, right? I'd love to see it in the chat. Let me see some hype if you would love to see a chippy build. It probably won't be built by me because Sarah's just saying I'm not good enough. But point being, Well, let's see some hype in the chat. You would love to see a chippy PC build. I like how I'm putting words in Sarah's mouth. Sarah's like, I will
I
slap
was
you.
gonna say I wasn't even that mean. I wouldn't say that to you.
Oh snap! Falcon Northwest in the chat as well, guys. We just got finished doing a review on this beautiful their system. That we use their system and every Intel Morning Show. It's my primary system, their Falcon Northwest Tiki, using the 13900 that you guys were getting ready to play some City Skylines on. But yeah, no, super glad, happy to have Falcon Northwest in the chat today. And then maybe he said they put chippies in all sorts of systems, so which is good to go. You ready to get ready? You ready for this whole thing? You ready to do a city there,
Yeah.
Alex?
Let's go build a city.
Let's go build a city.
City of rock and roll.
Yeah. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Build this city.
That's right, we did. Okay, let's get.
All right, let's get this.
Let's get this going here. Gonna go switch over to the other side. Boom, 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 boom. While you're getting ready, I'm gonna go to here. Let's go to you full. There we go. We're getting ready for Alex's debut. So as he gets in and he starts, I don't know what honestly, I have to say, Sarah, I think we've unlocked something inside of Alex. I think we have unleashed a beast.
His deep thoughts.
His Falcon Northwest just said Chippy Tiki, Sarah.
Oh, I feel like my dreams are coming true.
I'm just saying, hey, I know who's behind that Falcon Northwest. If you want to send some mock-ups, we might be able to start some conversations there. Kelt, just saying. If you guys do not know, I will tell you, sometimes one of the things I love about getting to be a tech guy and get to do things like this is just getting the chance to talk to meet people like Kelt, to meet people like the folks we meet at Falcon Northwest and stuff like that. Guys, some of the nicest people you will ever meet, and Kelt is absolutely an incredible individual. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. If you've never had a chance to get to know him or anything like that, really, really, really cool guy. Alex, how we doing? He's still.
I'm firing up the game.
Okay, he's firing up the game.
And trying to get my headpiece in. Not headpiece, but earphones, headphones, whatever you call these things that talk to you on.
Okay, let me get the game going here.
So this is different than what we normally play.
Oh yes, for sure.
What?
What? Oh my gosh, I gotta go
Alex.
back. I gotta go back. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Alex, you look so good.
Does that include safety glasses? Are you sporting safety glasses as well?
These are I have a lot of glasses, as you guys can see. These are different ones that I have.
I gotta say, Alex, this one's pretty legit, dude. So the way we're gonna do this is, you are right. This is different than most of the other games we're doing. A game that I actually absolutely love this game, so the game is called City Skylines 2. This is the second one from Paradox Interactive. It's like all the better, the bigger, better, and more awesome. We're gonna change some graphic stuff here real quick. Get rid of, volumetrics. We're also gonna get rid of depth of field. There we go, okay. And then we're gonna change our graphics, should be 1440. There we go. There we go, keep changing. Okay, cool, we're good there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is Alex is we're gonna have two different versions. So we're gonna have Alex, we'll be showing, we're gonna play through the tutorial a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to Alex and then he's got a city that's actually a little bit further. So you'll see Alex doing the city. So Alex, if you want to, while I get this, so I'm going to jump in and start new game here.
Go. I am updated patch came in. So as you guys know, this is a game that is going to be released pretty soon. So there's a lot of patches coming in hot. And make sure it's
yeah. So we're playing
great.
with the day one first one now is kind of where we're at right now. So okay, so we're going to do this one. Here we go. So I'm going to walk you through the tutorial, see a little bit of just how the introduction, how the game works, and getting it like bigger and better. Sarah, do you know a little bit about what why 2, like specifically?
You know, I wish I did. Unfortunately, I don't. I've been trying to keep up with the streams that were just coming out this week and seeing what kind of new advances and features that they had in this one.
So anyway, this is the second version of the game. You guys can see in the top left, you're seeing a little bit of Alex's gameplay at the same time that you're seeing mine. We're trying to have both, so that way you guys can see both. It's hard to show both gameplays at the same time, so it's kind of the way we're doing it. If you have feedback on it, let us know. But here we are. We're going to show you just kind of how to get a city started using the tutorials, and I'll kind of walk you through this stuff. I have actually already played through the tutorial already, but we wanted to give you guys like an intro and stuff like that. So first thing you start with is your road basics. They're going to show you that they have a number of roads. Obviously, they have different sizes and configurations that you unlock over time. The one that I have a tendency to use is the 2-lane road, and it kind of talks about the tool options. So the big thing for this is they really want you to be able to get super creative with how you build your city, right? So you have like your regular straight, you actually have simple curves, you can actually do complex curves, you can do things like continuous, and then you have this like almost grid pattern where you can do it and then create like a perfect grid of streets. And then you can actually replace roads as well, because you can see you can go all the way to 3-lane, 4-lane pedestrian streets. There's like coverings, elevation. Unlike the game of SimCity, which is the game that Alex, I think you would agree, very much reminds you of this game. Alex, something's going on with your audio.
Happening?
Yeah, something happened to your audio there really quick, buddy. But regardless, like with all of this one you can do elevations, all sorts of things, and then you're already connected to other cities as well. So we actually already have power. You can actually see over here, there's actually power lines coming in and roads that connect you to other cities as well. Here's the power lines right here. So you can actually start worrying about doing things like selling off your excess electricity and all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna start with a 2-lane road and kind of go from there. But this is just telling you the different shapes and then the replace, all the stuff that I kind of walked you through, but we're gonna go right to it. Because you can make like tunnels and overpasses and all that sort of stuff here. So first thing I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna take this road that we've already got that's going on here, and I'm gonna start building out my city. Now, one thing I've learned with my little bit of time with building a city is that already. Ooh, I don't know if I wanted to do that. With doing this is that 2-lane roads seem to be the best. Now, the other thing that they also do, unlike SimCity and stuff like that, is that as you drop a highway or a freeway like this, the grid shows you that this already has like water, sewer, power. Now, how much those water lines, those power lines and stuff like that can cover, that can change and it starts to get more complex. But as you kind of start, this is kind of how things go. So we've got we've actually got where we can do zoning and all that sort of stuff as well. So I've got that started. I will tell you that one thing I've learned is that you need to create some districts that are away from each other. So you have like your housing districts, and then you also have like your industrial districts and stuff like that. So I'm going to build like an area here that's more for homes. And then my commercial district will be right off of the freeway. Now, I'm new to the game, so I don't know everything yet, but just the little bit that I've learned already. And then we have like some area over here that I'm gonna build down to. And this will be more of my industrial where there we go. So this is kind of my layout that I've got so far. Okay, so we got that. Now we're gonna do zoning for residential. So obviously you have a bunch of different zones in here if you've ever played a City Skylines game before. You actually have your residential, and then of course you've got like different levels of residential. You can have like 2 home, 4 home, like more or single home, and then it kind of talks and walks you through all of the different obviously impacts at all of these different populations based on how you want to play. So you have like your theme here, the visual styles, you have like your North American, and then you have your European. So I'm going to choose North American themed here. And that's one of the DLCs that you get right with the game. So here we go, low density. So you have low density, medium density, mixed housing, you have low rent housing, and then you have high density, which is like your big, tall apartment buildings. We're gonna start with single home here. We're gonna build some, I'm gonna have like my residential districts all over here. There we go. I don't know if, I don't know, I haven't played enough to know that if mixing districts, like having, I did, like when I was playing this before, having a commercial district in with your residential can make it noisy. So I feel like having some commercial districts outside might not be a bad idea, so I'm working on that stuff now. So I'm gonna put some commercial districts like along the road. I'm gonna do some here. I feel like this is gonna be commercial for sure. I'm gonna try and put one bit close here. Let's see how that works. Okay, so we got commercial, and then of course it's telling you can speed up the game, or you can pause the game depending on what you want. I've found that this pace seems okay. I don't know if anybody here is like a huge City Skylines person, but hopefully I'm doing a good job of explaining it. Alex, any thoughts? Am I doing okay?
I don't know if we lost Alex. I think
Hello.
you're doing.
You guys hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Sorry. I think you're doing really well, Robey, but I think you make sure you put your water pumping right there where you were doing your residential.
Put my water there?
Well, you need to extract your water from there to provide the whole city with.
Yeah, I just noticed that. The other thing too is, check this out. I also noticed that in my zoning, unfortunately, all the wind is gonna blow. Okay, so I want it not to blow into my residential.
Your factories down. What a shame! What's a shame? What a shame of my.
Okay, so I got some of those. Now down here, guys, this is your zone demand. This basically shows you, like, do you need more industry, more residential, more commercial. So this is, if you've ever played SimCity, this is very much like that. Please adjust the music. Guys, do you guys even hear music? There shouldn't be any music at all. Is it too loud? The game music's too loud? Okay, I'll turn it down. I'm turning it down. Sorry, guys. It shows actually pretty quiet here, so I've turned it down a bit. Let me know if that's better. Okay, fixed. Okay.
So somebody brought this up, and I thought this was cool. Sorry, I was looking at new features for City Skylines 2. There is a climate and seasons on this one.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already going to be bad because I'm going to do a coal plant.
There is also a traffic AI. So managing traffic in a growing city.
And then what I can do here, I think, I'm going to grab some power lines. I think I can do this.
You guys still hear me? Issues with. Let's see.
I was watching folks kind of stream a little bit of this last night, there is also a new cinematic camera and photo mode. So once you get your city to kind of that next level, you're able to take some cool captures of it.
I think she's saying that my stuff's not there yet.
Well, that's the fun part of this, right?
That's what makes it cool.
Wait, okay, so I'm already selling, so now I'm selling electricity outside of the city already.
That's fast.
Yeah, that is what makes it fun, because they build so quickly and things start going so fast. I remember Sim City for me just takes so long. I was like, oh, come on, people.
So now you can see here, here's my city and all of it's getting electricity. So you can actually see that view and where it's going. And we actually have, it shows you electricity going out and electricity going in. You can see I got some houses going up, which is cool. Some single family homes. So my town is growing. And it's showing you if I don't have any bottlenecks yet, but yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna work on water, guys. So you got a groundwater pump station. Ooh, I can do it up here.
So when you were showing the initial maps when you got started, Robey, it looks like in total for this game, there's 441 maps.
Wow, that's a lot.
So yeah, as you keep playing the game, you got to keep unlocking more and more.
So I got some groundwater and obviously going through now. I can also pump from here as well. So we got to build a.
I think we're seeing you, Alex. I know you're building your city.
Yeah, I had to turn off my split manager because he was crashing everything else. So I think in order to share, Robey might have to go to OBS Ninja and have to share my screen. We'll get there.
Okay, last part, guys. Here it is right here. This is sewage. Oops.
Using only their imagination. To a silent audience.
So sewage outlet. Now this is like you gotta pay attention. I don't know where you put yours, Alex, but you gotta pay attention with where you have it go out.
Yeah, I put right there. Mine's right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
Makes
mine
me
right
feel
here.
pretty bad.
Now this is the thing that I did have a struggle with, was like getting this to getting the connection.
Yeah. Oh, I was so bad. Still, I'm pretty bad at doing that. Getting that connection clearly done over there. I was just not. Yeah, it wasn't happening.
I feel like it's gonna be okay right there. Yay! I did it. I made a tiny village.
Yay, village.
Congrats to Grimbob, who just won the 13,600K.
Congratulations. See, this is the thing. Is it connected? That is a question. So I see it there. Oh, but it's not. See? Oh, dang it. Okay, so you got to go here, and then you got to go to. So this is like here. Welcome to. This is. Luckily, you're seeing the same problem I had last time. I need to go here, and then I have to go to underground.
Oh no, I had the wrong road.
There it is. Okay, and then I got to delete this. Okay, and then I go to here. Maybe it'll work this time. Okay, I got it. Okay. Well, now I got sewage going everywhere. Okay, good. There we go. Okay. Now I got sewage. So here's my city, guys. That is, I've basically given you through a tutorial that shows how to kind of do everything. Oop. This thing says no road. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Gotta give this a road, apparently. Okay, so now we've got, now our pump. Now we got water again. So welcome to Robeytechsville. Now it looks like I need, demand is medium density and low density residential seems to be the thing. So let's put some medium density right here. And I think, I think Sarah, you would agree, and Alex, I think you would agree too. I think we really kind of want some I think there's some people who want some like along the waterfront, right? Like that. This is like
I agree.
Oceanfront property right here, right?
I feel like our Discord has gone a little dark. All of a sudden, they're like, introduce a natural disaster.
Wow, you guys
Test your survival skills.
I remember the alien invasion from SimCity.
Guys, we try to bring a variety of games. This one is definitely like, this is not where Alex shines as a killer.
Wow.
Yeah, we're kind of a little bit dark community over here.
Got a hospital now. Makes people happy.
No.
Yeah, good traffic flow. I'm actually really impressed on how fast this goes.
It goes really quickly. That's why it keeps you hooked on it, because you're like, oh.
Apparently I can't. Whoa. Okay, let's tear this down. Oh, let's go to under. Let's get under underground view. Apparently, what I did was not go. Now I have no road there. Need to build a hospital out here. Okay, let's build our hospital now. And by the way, you will start to find out that you will, wow, look at all of them. These are my citizens. Look at them, they're all my, some of them have solar. Look at that, Alex, look at the solar one. This guy's got like a little, he's got like a greenhouse.
That's so crazy. Crazy. All right, let's get some zones here.
That person's having a hard time paying their rent. What? Move out, you slackers. Get a better house.
Get a job.
Oh no, that building doesn't get enough electricity. Well, how does it not have enough electricity? I don't even know what to do here. Let's look at the electricity panel. Apparently this is too far away.
So it's the people of your city. Of course, you will see them. They'll work in your commercial side. So they'll go to work, school, shopping, sleeping, studying. But you might also have some nefarious ones that will be committing crimes or escaping from a crime scene, seeking medical treatment, or just moving away.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
So crazy.
I made
You
all
can own
these
pets.
high-end single-family homes out here with the rich area.
pet ownership are chosen randomly from the citizen pool.
How do I do natural disasters?
Naturally. I don't know. Welfare office. Oh.
Have you guys thought of garbage collection and incineration?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm working on that
I
now.
have 2 of them already.
Yeah, I was gonna work on that right now. Garbage place. I feel like putting it. Oh man, I feel like my other city I did a better job.
Well, there you
Like
go.
right by the commercial district seems kind of terrible.
We recommended a recycling center. Maybe a park or two.
I think having it right next to the big commercial district, the interest of my town, seems like a bad idea. But that's where it's going.
Somebody said in chat that you can build underground.
Yeah. Can you? Like, I mean, I guess subways. And you can do, what do you call that? Like, not like roads. Ooh. It's a bridge. What is this?
Oh, you were
Road
asking.
service
I'm
maintenance.
sorry. I misunderstood.
What is this? Road maintenance. Wait. Road maintenance and extra sources are available for the road services. Road maintenance.
Robey, were you asking about natural disasters?
Yeah.
Somebody said in City Skylines 1, it was in the landscape menu.
Okay. Well, now my beautiful town has a garbage center right next to it. That seems like a good idea.
This is the longest night.
I feel like that was a terrible idea. I did a bad job of thinking. Okay, so let's see, landscape. Whoa.
It's actually a really interesting idea to put all of your traffic underground.
Wow, look at all this stuff, guys. You can see all the other places it's connected to. Oh, you can purchase map tiles, so you can buy more. Transportation, parks, and recreation. It doesn't have natural disasters yet. I don't see it in here anyway. Why, people are happy.
I have a budget deficit.
Well, where's the money? Oh, how do you know?
Bottom right, there's the
Taxes,
sea.
right?
Oh, dig. Ooh, I'm losing money. Okay.
Yeah. Check out your expenses, man. It's like, what? Taxation, residential, industrial. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm making money from taxes, service fees, service trade, and government subsidies. Wow. But my service upkeeps are $220,000. I can take out a loan. I'm gonna borrow $10 bajillion.
Somebody said they thought it was coming from my budget.
Okay, so I need more people. That's what you need.
I'm gonna stop on the.
Some of these things are expensive, dude.
They are expensive.
Why? I don't think my people don't need any of this stuff. Who needs garbage? Who needs sewage?
So a couple of people have asked, maybe they were joining us a little bit late, but we are taking a look at City Skylines 2, which comes out on the 24th.
Yeah, you guys are getting like first view here, guys. Oh, look at these houses. I like how everybody's got solar panels.
Yeah, it's expected.
Looks like, look at all the people parked, and there's a guy walking his dog. She lives
Told
at
you,
113
pets are
Vermont
involved.
Street. I wonder if any of these people are going to get in a fight. Oh, these people have, oh no, that's scooters and motorcycles. Wow, you can like literally see people living. This feels like creepy. Oh, landscaping.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines.
Dog
on the
walking
city's
AI, that's
website on
hilarious.
how to plan for these temporary
I didn't see a leash either. That's a
This
well-trained
has
dog.
been a local public service announcement.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this.
I don't have a water shortage, do I? It says I have a water shortage, but I don't see a water shortage.
Cut back on watering the lawn and shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement.
This is Second Moon Radio Classical. Unlike most modern music, classical
Nobody's even using the hospital. I should sell it.
sitting in front of a shooting
I know.
using
I
only
think I built that one too quickly. The same with the fire station and.
with silence.
I don't even have a fire station yet.
Now here we sit listening at full volume. Our souls are trees.
Governor Training Simulator. That's hilarious.
But let us not tarry.
On to the next.
Livestock.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
Wow, we really do. Like, I import, wait a minute. How do I
Welcome, Professor.
export water? How am I, oh, this is water. I have lots of water.
Trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological rewards which are entirely apart from the actual
I like how everything requires a sky crane. Just so you know, hey, you want to build a gas station? You need a sky crane. You want to build a low one-person income home? Need a sky crane.
But what we are discussing is the study of the statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you.
And Alex is
Professor.
ready to manage it all.
Yeah, two
Bring
bedroom
it
house,
in.
you need a sky crane.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not.
Maybe that's
We
a trick.
have,
They
like-
seem to be making quick
Well,
work
we
of
know.
the construction.
The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
I'm just saying, like, it seems like my industry is not doing. Oh, look, like it says I need more medium rent house. I mean, I have a lot of people here, but not a lot of businesses going up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my people are slackers. I feel like they need a tornado to know how good life is.
Get them going. Get them to tornado to get them going.
Exactly. Oh, you think you're worried about healthcare? Wait till a tornado comes. Listen, this is the thing. Sasha Farah says this city is incredibly noisy. I can barely hear myself think. What are you near, lady? You live by the water. Where's Sasha's house? You think? Oh, here's Sasha's house. Yeah, bye, Sasha.
Did you bulldoze
Did you delete
Sasha's
her
house?
I just deleted her house. That's how I deal with. That's how
Hey, nobody told you we're not a problem fixer, problem solver.
Sasha, see ya, get out of here. Now it's not noisy. You don't have any place to live. Live on the streets
Yeah.
and then complain to me about noise, Sasha.
Go complain.
Oh. Somebody said a tornado is a good way to justify your hospital.
I agree. Too bad I don't know how to turn it on. Yeah, I look in the landscape menu, but it's got snapping. It's got, you can build trees and bushes. but here, okay, let's go here.
I just unlocked parking areas. Wow!
Spending my money on trees.
This budget deficit's gonna kill us. Gotta go talk to the city. Where do I go? Ooh. Wow, that's a price. These parking spaces are pricey.
Look at what I'm doing, Alex.
What are you doing?
Making an Intel.
Oh, so cute.
Is this the Intel trees?
The Intel tree. It's my first natural wonder of my town.
Love it.
Natural wonders.
It's
Welcome
my natural wonder. We don't even understand how it happened. We think it was alien invasion that spelled Intel with the trees, but I'm trying to get more tourists to make more money.
Ooh, milestone unlocked. Okay. We are
There we
back.
go. There's my Intel tree.
I am a
It's the 8th natural wonder of the world, guys. 8th natural wonder of the world, the Intel trees. It was all natural. Nobody, Sabine goes, that's tyrannical. What? She's, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no proof that he even lived here. What do you guys
Is she
think?
just gone now?
Oh yeah, she's dead. I killed her. She was in the house when
Like, did removing her house actually kill her, or?
In my mind, yes.
That was funny. Sabine is done. Done, 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 done. Oh, I can build. Wait, what? What is this?
I really want to destroy my city, but it does not seem population is going crazy. Ever since I got rid of her, and look, here's the deal, guys. I didn't have Intel trees. Now I have Intel trees. Look at my population growth now. Ever since I added the Intel trees, it is, look at that, Sarah. Look, 164. You guys are just lucky that I'm a city genius.
Genius.
I think Dee has figured it out in chat. She asked, is it because the Intel Grove is near the lake?
If her road's near a lake?
No, the Intel Grove, your grove of trees. Is it because it's near the lake?
Oh, you
It's
think
not a
that's
lake.
why?
You know what the funny thing is? Robey and I chose the exact same map.
Yeah, but does yours have an Intel Grove of trees?
No.
Lame.
Build parks.
I need
Parks
more
and
houses.
recreation. Talking about
I'm
a
not
good
making
show.
more money. It's getting better. It's service upkeeps, man. I'm telling you, man. These people don't need services. The only thing that they need to do is I need to. You know what? Honestly, I think the smartest thing. You guys tell me, is this the smart thing to do? To put more trees, like more groves that people can just use the restroom, dump trash under. Like if you can't see it from the satellite, is it really there? Just saying. Is that you? Sarah agreed with me. That's what I heard.
I'm really happy that you're a tech reviewer and not like, you know, a mayor, city planner.
You're talking about my city's growing like weed. Look, people want to move in here because of my Intel Grove of trees.
Trees.
Alex, would you live in my city?
Of course.
See?
Just because it says Intel.
That's right. That's all it takes. Okay, this is pretty close to the road, so we'll make this like these ones feel okay. So we'll put some more like lower ones here, away from the roads. I feel like I'm all houses and no businesses. Where's all my businesses?
Didn't you say your people weren't working?
They're not. They're slackers.
Where are they working?
They're not. There's no demand for it. They don't want to work. They're lazy.
Give them a place to work.
I did. They have all of this commercial area to live and work. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to wrath of God this place here in a minute. What does this guy complain about? Waiting for a hearse? Oh my gosh, guys, I need.
Oh.
That's it. It's happening. I got to take care of human death.
Oh.
I hereby plant the Alex Hoyas Memorial
Tornado? Memorial tornado?
No, memorial. I'm making the memorial for you.
Ah.
Bob had a point. Are there retail jobs or are they all industrial jobs?
No, I have both. I have both retail and industrial.
Okay.
Our education system is so amazing. Happy to live in this
Look
city.
at this, Alex.
Well, thank you,
Look
Greg.
at this beautiful cemetery I built in your honor.
Wait a second. Maybe we have to see. Are you getting good kudos on your city, Alex?
I'm getting
happy to
kudos
live
in my
here.
city.
Dude, I got more money. How does that make sense? Like I got more money.
'Cause so many people are getting sick. The city should
Oh,
really look after
taxation.
them.
Oh, guys.
Why people are There's a hospital, people, and there
we
are
go.
2
I've
patients.
taxed them
in
all
it.
to death. That's terrible.
There are 2 patients, and you're complaining. Jeez.
Oh, Alex, you really got to show yours.
Can we?
It
Robey?
just crashes. I'm taxing a little bit more the commercial industry.
Let me try to do it this way.
Okay, you ready? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Can
Here we
you
go.
wanna
Here we
share
go.
it?
Full screen it up. This is tax.
Is
This
that-
is his city. That's
Let's
just
see.
Alex up close.
But I'm sharing through OBS because my XSplit crashed. So I don't know if you can do that or sharing my screen. Okay, never mind. Try that one more time. Hi
You're
guys.
building a mansion?
I'm gonna build a mansion. Ooh, I can do schools now. Do I really want my people to be smarter? That is the question.
Yeah.
They're kind of dumb already, you know? Not working.
There's got to be a draw into your city, right?
My excellent school. We'll have the school at the end there.
I think we lost your audio, Alex.
Oh, he
No,
disappeared.
am I here?
Oh, there you are.
No,
You're
it's
full
just-
screen now.
I'm full screen, I know, but my XSplit is just not. Sorry. I'll get it up and running.
Okay, guys, I can build my mansion here, so this is where I'm going to be living. It's the mayor's house. Want to make sure my kids can get quick access to the school here too. What's going on here?
I think you might need to swap back to yours, Robey.
I thought I did.
Yeah, that's Robey's.
I just built my house. Pretty awesome. Even though I didn't build it around anybody, but hey, guys, what do you think of my house? Pretty nice.
Wait, you built your house?
Yeah, I built my house. Check it out.
Like a mayor house?
That's my house. I live there. Here, let me give you a tour. This is the Overlord, the Overlord fountain. Like Sarah, it just spews money out of it, so we can buy whatever we want. This is a garage.
So I don't get a house, but I get a fountain.
This is my garage. Notice it's got. This is where I store my 4 scooters, because I'm like I'm like big into riding scooters. Then you can see I've got the illuminated light. I've got enough seating for 30. Then this is my pool. And I've got these cool, I got these off Amazon. And it also shoots out water. See?
Your
Pretty
umbrellas
nice, huh?
shoot out water?
Yeah, see the umbrellas shoot out water, as does the pool shoots out water, see?
Oh.
My house is pretty rad, guys. I'm just saying.
Except for, isn't it like right next to the freeway?
Guys, it actually, look at my town now.
Uh-oh. Are those parked cars? Or is that
The
traffic?
smog is unbearable. What? Look at that. The guys, my town
I
is
do like the night lights.
I know.
That's really cool. Look at the northern lights.
Yeah, apparently you can't see them in my town. I mean, they're there, but this lady's complaining about it like a liar.
The city will be
Liar, liar. That's a fire.
We urge the public to remain
Walking down my city, check it out.
in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events.
Thank you. I was excited by the Aurora Borealis as well.
Local authorities are urging the
Taking you on a tour of my
There we
city.
go.
reduce the burden on the city during this
Alright, where was it?
Vividus is dark. He's like, it's a solar storm followed by a power outage.
And shower with a friend.
Well, we
Yeah.
were looking for the natural disaster,
This
so.
has been a local public service.
Ordinance.
How delightful.
There's job openings.
Another letter from our erstwhile listeners.
Hey, Robey, you can change now. Oh,
Oh, you got it?
Because it has
Okay,
a
here we go. Full
refresh.
screen. Here it is.
well, no, did it refresh or no? No, it just says cities. Ah, never mind. Keep going, driving through your city.
Okay, apparently my town is like in desperate need of more people.
I think I see it.
But I'm moving around and it's not moving.
Oh, it's not moving with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Robey, go back to you.
Okay, I'll go back. I like how you're just teasing me.
Yes, indeed. That must be most exacerbated. Classical music has been known since the time of the
Got some high stuff, and then I'll put some low.
terribly modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say.
The city looks cool at night.
Now, let's hear
Does.
another one of those soul.
I still have a deficit. My Intel trees don't seem to be doing what I was hoping for.
That's right, but apparently that's not all good news.
Silly trees.
Did you say you still had a smog problem?
Apparently, but I need to figure out how to see smog. Okay, here we go. Smog.
Humans are
Mm.
programmed to desire
Somebody
Here,
said
air pollution.
that.
Okay, here's air pollution. So it's like, it's really here.
Well, it's because of your coal. Is the wind is blowing in that direction, so you're kind of
Yeah, maybe I should have moved my
kind of
plants
screwed
over here.
that way.
Maybe
Somebody said
here
you
would
gotta
have been
put
the better
schools in.
place. Hold on, let me see here.
But while we are discussing the study of the statistical abstraction and its effect on the human,
Thank you, Professor.
it is a question of priority.
Let's relocate this too.
And on to our main
I know you guys are having so much fun, but there's a couple of updates I want to make sure that everybody gets. Matt's doing a great job of dropping them into chat. But guys, don't forget we've got the 14 Gen Challenge going on for, gosh, almost the next month. So make sure you are checking in. Make sure you're getting all of the clues and chatting with everybody else. Also, next week, next Thursday, we've got a community play. So you guys watched us play some Party Animals a couple of weeks ago, so come play with us. There'll be some code giveaways, but check that out in events and make sure that you sign up. And then, Robey, I believe we're going to drop in the details about your stream next week.
That
with
is
the Intel
correct.
build?
Yep, we're gonna. Yeah, we got a really cool thing coming up here pretty quick. So we'll get that out to you guys as soon as we can. Ooh, I
So
gotta
we'll
get-
have that, and of course we will have another show next Friday. So again, another packed week next week, guys. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for some of these.
Is this where you tell us we're done with the game? We can't play anymore because we're having too much fun.
We are probably about 30 seconds from being done. For the
Okay,
day,
let me save the game. Okay. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Oh, Bob Duffy's getting ready for party animals.
Okay, guys. Anyway, this was super fun. You guys should definitely check out City Skylines 2. Launches on October 24th. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Are there any builds today? The next build is next week. So yeah, there are no builds today. But we do have a builder. Have you met him? Is Alex the Builder? He's right there in chat. Alex, any closing thoughts on your end, my friend?
No, this game was a lot of fun. It was great to have you guys. And yeah, don't forget to catch Robey later on and us next week. Do we have anything else?
And I don't think so, but we already have you as a builder in the you have a new icon already. So that did not take long. That's all it took. Anyway, guys, that is it for us. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.